On Sunday, Fox News aired an interview between Chris Wallace and President Trump.
Biden wants to defund the police.
Sir, he does not.
He signed a charter with Bernie Sanders. Did you read the charter that he agreed to?
It says nothing about defunding the police.
Oh, really?
So it shouldn't be a surprise that it soon began trending Chris Wallace schooled Trump.
The White House never sent us evidence the Bernie-Biden platform calls for defunding or abolishing police, because there is none.
When President Trump said,
now it's gotten totally out of control, and it's really because they want to defund the police.
He subtly suggested that the reason Democrat-run cities have more recently become unruly is due to the Defund the Police movement. We have had an undercover inside the Socialist Democrats watching the behind-the-scenes pre-planning of all of this civil unrest, using the George Floyd tragedy as a trigger point to escalate political discussion towards more radical policies. This whole thing is a bait-and-switch tactic, playing off the emotions of ordinary people to nudge us towards radical leftist policies. This is a nut and shell game, a street hustle. Sorry, but that is exactly what it is. On April 22nd, I tweeted, "A little bird told me that the Sunrise Movement has blackmail on Biden that they'll use to try to force an endorsement of the Green New Deal." That's because our source within the Sunrise Movement gave us privileged documents and recordings, which showed that they were planning to blackmail Joe Biden with allegations of #MeToo sexual assault unless he endorsed their Green New Deal.
Like, I wondered for a split second if he was going to kiss me. My friend took a photo of it.
We have a lot of leverage right now on Biden.
I was assaulted by a currently elected Democrat.
We have a lot of leverage right now.
As Chris Wallace snarkily pointed out, Joe Biden is putting millions of dollars towards law enforcement. I'm sure Joe Biden is going to let everyone know that he plans to invest $300 million into cops. So wait a second, what's all this talk about defunding the police? Joe Biden's website says that he plans to invest $300 million into cops. He's gotten a little inside joke with his progressive buddies because what COPS stands for is Community-Oriented Policing Services. More proof that Joe Biden is straddling the fence, trying to win over the moderates or Republican conservatives and the progressives at the same time. Biden is actually putting billions of dollars into the criminal justice system, including a climate change green police addition to the DOJ. This is creating his own little policing network of social justice warriors going around and policing with transformative justice and climate justice policies. You really think they're just gonna defund the police and not replace it with something? While at the same time using language such as restorative justice, which is synonymous with the new abolitionist movement.
The new abolitionist movement it's about transformative justice,
which is all about defunding the police.
Non-prison, non-police-based strategies.
If we go to Biden's website, it states that his policies will reduce violence with data-driven programs that target high-risk offenders through violence interruption. In other words, data collection of the entire population, parsed through predictive software by artificial intelligence, used to monitor and assess the entire population to determine who is most likely to commit a crime. Hey, it sounds a lot like Clear Force, but I digress. All in the name of restorative justice. The way restorative justice is written into Joe Biden's vision for America is by definition transformative justice, aka defunding the police. The two are almost interchangeable, with the exception that transformative justice recognizes a form of injustice not captured by restorative justice, the heterosexual family unit, which they say is the source of all injustices globally. But that's for another video report. On the 100-page charter that President Trump referred to, it lists AOC, Catherine Flowers, and Varshini Prakash as contributing authors of the document. In this video clip, during the time period that the Minnesota riots began spreading to other states, we see the very same Unity Task Force members discussing defunding the police.
We talk about police abolition, and people say that this is a radical demand. You know what police abolition looks like? It looks like a white, affluent suburb.
Dear Chris Wallace, the reason why the 100-page document doesn't explicitly say defund the police is because usually when you're trying to screw someone over, you don't tell them up front. But you know what, Mr. News Reporter? If you just did a little bit of digging, you would find that out for yourself. Such as the drafters of the document openly discussing defunding the police as one of their policy goals.
I hope you show this in there because it shows what fake news is all about.
For more of my content, you can find me on my YouTube channel at millennialmillie.com or on band.video. You can also support my work by going to Millie Weaver on Subscribestar or making a purchase at InfoWarsStore.com. Did you know it's Christmas in July at InfoWarsStore.com? Up to 60% off, double Patriot points, and free shipping. Go to InfoWarsStore.com today.